I wanted you guys to understand that belief just doesn't change overnight, right? Because just because somebody tells you something, the sky is blue, doesn't mean you immediately believe it's blue, right? Just because somebody tells you you can become a millionaire does not mean that you believe you can become a millionaire. Belief is very, very powerful and it's embedded. So it is a slow process of consistent habits and behaviors that help you and allow you to change and create the life that you want. So if you truly, truly want to believe, you have to begin to create habits, right? So those daily habits began for me, and it took me some time, right? It took me some time because I constantly fell back on old habits that I was doing, which then totally sabotaged my entire program of change. So once I began to get on track and become consistent in the little steps that I needed to change when it came to my belief, doing little small things, little small victories that helped me to build up my belief. And it took some time, guys. And I'm not talking about time like it took a week, guys. I'm talking about it took a couple of years for me to truly, truly begin to develop my belief where it needed to be. I was in a bad place, guys. I was in a truly, truly bad place when it came to belief. And so it was something that my mentor really needed to work on, and he really needed to rip those beliefs out of me through environmental exposure, guys. He exposed me to environments of people who were achieving what I wanted to achieve, you know, and he let me know that those people were no better than me. As my mentor used to say, when they cut, they bleed the same color blood as you. So you can create the life that you want as same as they can. You just have to put in the reps and the sets. You just have to believe that if you put in the reps and the sets, that it will begin to happen towards you. And so, um, taking on what my mentor said, I began to put in the reps and sets. And so putting in the reps and sets became my habits. And my habits became my lifestyle. And my lifestyle began to help me to change my mindset, right? And so my mentor moved me and guided me like a ocean liner, right? Slowly and gradually, small gradual turns to get me in the direction that he needed me to be in order to create the life that I have today, the life that I want, you know. And so um, it takes time sometimes, guys. So if you guys are out there and you're trying to change your life, um, have some compassion with yourself because it takes time. Don't become discouraged and quit and give up and go back on old habits. Don't do it, no matter what. Also, guys, if you're helping somebody, be it your children, you know, be it a family member, be it anybody, you're trying to help them to create change in their life, to create belief in their life. Be compassionate with them and understand that it takes time to change. The belief system is very, very deep and embedded in people's life. And depending on what age they are, some people aren't willing to put in the effort to even change their beliefs. They just are allowed to be drifters, right? They just drift and never, ever nailing down the true purpose of what they want to do in life. So I don't want that to be you guys. I want you guys to be able to create and mold the life that you want by shaping and molding your beliefs, okay, to unlimited potential, and then begin to change your mindset so that you start acting on things when they come your way, right? Acting on things that your mentor tells you to do, acting on things that you are inspired to achieve, things that you want to create in life, value that you want to give. Okay, a strong mindset allows you to do that, guys. So when it comes to happiness for me, right? Happiness for me is not daily bliss, right? It's not daily bliss in the way that most people think it's daily bliss, right? For me, it is daily bliss in the way of every single day, right? I wake up with a problem, right? The bigger the problem, the more stimulated my mind becomes to solve that problem. The more active I am in that problem to create a solution for that problem. Because one thing that I knew know and I've always began to understand after a while, through listening to my mentor over and over and over again, is the bigger the problem, okay, basically the better the payday, right? And the payday doesn't always have to be financial payday and money, but it can be payday as in the satisfaction that you achieve something that you initially felt was hard, right? And now you can take that something that you achieved and you can pass it on and help someone else to get over the same obstacle, be it a friend, be it a family member, be it, a stranger, somebody you want to coach, somebody you want to mentor, anybody, right? But the bigger the problem, the bigger the payday, guys. And I want you guys to begin to think in that manner. So never be upset when you are faced with a problem. Be stimulated, be excited, redefine your emotions when it comes to problems. For every problem, there is a solution, guys. So understand that. And that solution doesn't always have to come from you directly. Um, we need to begin to stop thinking that we are the only ones that can solve our problems, right? Because I believe that in this world, it is always not a how, but a who. Who has solved this problem before me and what did they do? And you need to begin to do some studying and some researching and connecting with people who have solved the problems that you'd like to solve. Okay? Because if you truly, truly want to create the life that you want, you got to get better at solving problems. You got to become a master at solving problems. So, um, that is kind of like how we wrapped up yesterday's podcast when it came to belief and mindset. And so, in saying that, I wanted to move forward and say what a strong thing that my mentor said to me that kind of began to get me to think and reevaluate my life as a whole, right? Sometimes I say people, sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? And so a lot of times we think we know a lot of things. Sometimes we think we know it all, depending on what age we are, right? And so I was a busybody. I was a busybody, full of activity, always staying busy, but never ever truly moving forward, right? And my mentor asked me one question that kind of changed the course of my life and the direction that I was going in. And it was a simple question. What was it? 6 words that he asked me? 6 words that he asked me that changed the direction of my life because of the respect that I have for the man that was asking those questions. Right? So sometimes people can ask you questions and you don't have no respect for them when it comes to the life that they achieve because they haven't achieved something that you value or something you have wanted to become. So, when they speak, their words don't have as much impact. But my mentor was different than that. My mentor had achieved all the things that I wanted to achieve in my career and then some, as well as his personal life and his finances. So, yes, when he spoke, I respected that and I listened to him full on, right? So, one thing he asked me one day, he pulled me to the side and he said, Blue, he said, what do you have going on? Right? And he did not let up. He did not let up on it because he truly, truly wanted an answer, and not a superficial answer of I got an assignment going on, or I got a rough relationship going on, or I got a bad finance going on. No, he wanted deeper answers. And so when I would give him the first answer, he would ask me why. And I would give him the second answer, and he would ask me, why is that? And I would give him another answer, and he would ask me why. And I would give another answer, and he would ask me why. And then I began to get my emotions involved, and my feelings and everything else. And when I finally gave him that final why with all my emotions and everything else, where I'm almost to tears, he said, that's what you have going on. And now let's work on that. Okay, guys, you have to get deeper than surface. You can't be lazy.